we all know, the bioplastics market is growing very rapidly and showing very promising results. New biopolymers are making their way into the market, including protein-based bioplastics, which have a wide range of properties depending on their amino acid composition. The paper I'm going to present is on the development of a novel soy protein-based superabsorbent matrix with added salts. Superabsorbent materials are mostly used for applications like baby diapers or hygienic products, as well as in agricultural and horticultural fields for water retention or nutrient release, for example. In this study, soy protein was used because of its high amount of hydrophilic amino acid residues, like aspartic and glutamic acid, which makes it more suitable to create a very effective water-absorbing material. In order to further promote the water absorption, sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate were used as additives. Sodium bicarbonate is often used in the production of foams since it decomposes in sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide, and water when heated. This work uses injection molding, which is constituted of three main steps: plasticization in the feeding cylinder, injection and compression in the mold, and the cooling of the sample. The main goal of this study is to determine the effects of the additions of sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate on thermomechanical properties, water absorption, and the structure of the soy-based bioplastic. Soy protein isolate with a minimum of 90% protein content was used with glycerol as a plasticizer. The SPI-GL ratio was of 1, and they were mixed at room temperature and 50 RPM for 10 minutes. The resulting blend was then processed by injection molding at temperatures varying from 40 to 130 degrees Celsius and at 500 bar pressure. To begin, a thermogravimetric analysis was done. For the blends, we can see that they follow a similar pattern. They peak at around 75 degrees due to moisture content, then peak again at 210 degrees due to the glycerol content that evaporates, and finally peak a third time at 305 degrees when the soy protein isolate degrades. On the graph D, it is possible to observe that the first peak is higher when the SB concentration is greater due to the hydrophilic character of the salt. However, the last two peaks are lower with increasing SB, which might imply a segregation between SPI and GL in the presence of salt. They then did a dynamic mechanical thermal analysis. The important information that resulted from this graph is that the presence of SB in the blends decreased the elastic and viscous moduli as well as the glass transition temperatures. This shows that SB might induce a certain plasticizing effect. For the water uptake experiments, we can see that an increase in temperatures resulted in lower water uptake for all the samples, which can be explained by the increase in cross-linking at high temperatures, leading to a more packed structure less prone to absorbing water. However, the water uptake greatly increases for samples containing SB, which peaks at around 1 to 2.5%, which also corresponds to the highest values found for maximum strain. However, after that, it diminishes progressively. This could be caused by the reduced amount of protein available or the reduction of elongation properties at higher SB contents. In addition, wider pore sizes have been detected in materials containing more SB. As we can see, the volume and number of pores increase with the higher values of SB, contrarily to the water uptake. This means that they are not related, as neither the entrance or exit of water would be favored in the samples. The presence of SB also impacts the tensile properties. As we can see, an increase in SB results in the material being more easily deformed with a lower Young's modulus and a higher strain at breakage. They then evaluated the effect of adding sodium carbonate to the blend. The results showed that the water uptake was higher for samples containing SC compared to SB. This could be a result of the higher hydrophilic character of SC. In conclusion, the addition of SB to the protein-based matrix creates a plasticizing effect, which might be related to the higher moisture content retained by the salt. The presence of SB in the polymer makes it more easily deformed with a lower Young's modulus and with a greater number of pores. It also increases the water uptake capacities, which peaks at around 2.5% salt content. After replacing SB by SC, they found out that water uptake increases in the presence of SC. Indeed, it reached an absorption capacity of 36 times its own weight. So, soy protein-based biopolymers formulated with SB or SC could very well be used as a biodegradable superabsorbent material.